Hello, this is Jim Michaels with the Hickory Heights Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee. I'd like to share with you just a brief message from the Word of God. Do you know that a lot of people this day and time are emphasizing the worshiper, things that please the worshiper, how to please the worshiper, instead of the God of whom we are to worship? You know, Paul made this statement. He said, for instance, in 2 Corinthians 5 and verses 9, he said, "Therefore we make it our aim, whether present or absent, to be well-pleasing to him." Now, who are we to please? God or ourselves or man? You know, Paul talked about, he said, if he sought to please man, then he couldn't be a servant of the Lord. You know, in our worship and our service, we have to make sure that we're seeking to please God, and it's not just about man. In John 4, you remember, verses 23 and 24, it's there that Jesus said, "But the hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshiper will worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father is seeking such to worship him." God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and in truth. So now there he tells us how to worship. Now, as you think about that for just a minute, think about the object of our worship. The object of our worship is God. It's not about us. It's not about what pleases me. It's not about what pleases any man, but it's about our services unto God. Then certainly there's the right attitude of heart. He said we must worship in spirit. That's the attitude of heart. Our heart has to be involved in our worship. And then also we can see how we're to worship. It's according to the truth, or it's according to what the Bible has to say. We have to follow the principles that are taught therein. And then, of course, there's the Father's desire. He said he seeks such to worship him. That's his desire. He wants people that will worship him and not self. He wants people that will please him and are not concerned so much about pleasing self, but to honor and to glorify and to serve him. And really, then you have the true worshipers that he mentions in this particular text. The true worshipers are the ones that will follow this pattern. So now, in the church that you're a part of, or the church that you attend, is it a church that's concerned about worshiping as God instructs, as he says in his word? And do we worship with the right attitude of heart? Is it about him and not about us? You know, that's who we have to make sure that we worship and serve. We have to worship and serve him. Well, I hope the lesson has been some benefit to you. Thank you so much for listening, and we hope that you'll come visit us soon. Have a good day.